This is Pauly Shore, and comedy does not fucking matter. So don't watch this piece of shit show. I'm just kidding. This is Pauly Shore, and comedy does fucking matter. So watch this shit on beautiful Jeff Gurian TV.
Hey, it's Jeffrey Gurian here at Gotham Comedy Club for Access TV, and I'm here with the host tonight, Pauly Shore. How are you, man?
Is this Access TV?
No, you're on Access TV.
But what's yours?
Comedy Matters TV. Did I say Access TV?
You said but no, it's good. Leave it.
Yeah, okay, because I was supposed to say Comedy Matters TV. I got confused because I haven't seen Pauly in a long time. I got nervous.
I know.
This Gotham. Right? I probably, isn't that crazy? See, I'm so nervous. I'm holding the mic to you.
When did we first meet?
We first met at the Comedy Store.
Oh, at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, this was back like probably in '98.
Okay.
I was out there for a month doing stuff, and I brought those scripts with me, and I was writing for Dice at the time, and
it's tough. You know, scripts are. It's an interesting thing because, you know, when you come up with a script, it has to be. I mean, especially for guys like us, you know, guys that are just trying to get something done. It needs to be done for a super low budget, which means that the locations have to be like very minimal. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with a lot of scripts. That's why like all the stuff that I do is like very like high concept, low budget.
You have done so many. You know, one of the scripts that really stuck out to me that you did was, I think it was called Pauly Shore is Dead. You got every star in Hollywood to be in your movie, man. Yeah. I got to give you props for it. That was amazing. How did that come about? It must have been a really hard thing to do, right?
It was. The whole thing was really hard. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know. It just came at a time where I had a great run with all my bigger films. Yeah, a lot of films. And instead of me kind of celebrating like the run, I got really depressed. And then I got sad, and I took it really personal. And
you took what really personal?
The fact that the movies weren't being offered to me anymore. You know what I mean? I took it personally. I remember
that. We had that conversation. Even when you saw Baby and Max, you go like, I don't know if we can get this made, because even though I've done a lot of films, it's hard for me to get a film made. And I was thinking, probably not, because people really like you. So tell me what happened after that.
Yeah, so this is like Dr. Phil. It's my Dr. Phil session. No, so what happened was I just, I got sad, and I was lying in the bathtub one night, and I was like, what do I have to do, kill myself? I would never kill myself. I'm Jewish. Jewish people don't kill themselves. No.
We don't kill ourselves, we don't get tattoos.
It was a joke. I was like, what do I have to kill myself? And that's when I came up with the idea, fake my death to become famous. And that's when I wrote the script and put it out and organized it. And it took me 5 years to put it together. Yeah, it took 5 years, But I paid for it myself.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. But you had everybody in it. I mean, it was a success.
You know what's interesting is like, a lot of the stuff I do, I like paying for myself.
Well, it gives you freedom if you can do that. If you're able to do that.
Well, what I do is I go on the road. Excuse me. And the money I make on the road, I'll put it into my films. So the fans really are the producers. The fans are really the ones that kind of give me the money. You know, if you ever see me on Showtime or you see these big specials, like Showtime doesn't give me all the money. I have to put up some of the money. But I like doing that. It's I don't know. It's like you said, it gives you the control. If you give the control to someone else, then it's like bad cocaine. You know what I mean? And then someone could step on it and it could be fucked up.
When you believe in yourself, you're willing to invest in yourself. That's a very cool thing.
And the thing is, it's like that's the #1 rule in Hollywood. You always hear never spend your money. I think that's bullshit. It's not about the money. It's about the product. If you don't make your money back, but that's okay. But what you gain is knowledge. You know, you get better and better every time you do something that one day, hopefully, you get that shot. You know what I mean? And you'll make the money back. But you could have never made the movie or got the big opportunity if you didn't do things by taking a chance,
A lot of those old sayings are bullshit. Like the saying, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never harm you. That's like the furthest things from the truth, because your bruises that you had when you were a kid healed up a long time ago, but everybody remembers things that people said to them that hurt their feelings, things that humiliated us. Those are the kind of things that stay with you. So that old thing that people say, well, don't put your own money in, it's bullshit. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be able to do it, it works. Now, talking about fans, like when you came out tonight, man, I thought you were getting a standing ovation. People went crazy for you. And like I was saying, I'm here a lot. Not everybody gets that. So people really enjoyed you tonight. You killed it, man. You totally killed it.
Well, I had fun. you know, I'm very fortunate. You know, I'm very fortunate. You know, I'm very blessed that the movies that I did and the stuff that I've done has touched people. You know, in more of an emotional way. I know people that aren't my fans that are listening to this might not understand it, but there's definitely a connection that I have with my fans. There's like a heartfelt connection that even that girl like out there, you guys missed it, was like she was freaking out. You know what I mean? And there's something.
I was in the restroom. I heard somebody yelling, "Pauly Shore!"
Yeah, but there's just something that I did. You know, and it wasn't the films and it wasn't MTV. It was just me. You know, it was a connection that I have with people, and that's the thing that has kept me, you know, selling tickets on the road.
That's a good realization. To honor, you know, there's something important about that. To honor your strengths. That's very cool. That you make a personal connection to people. Your films have longevity. You know, which is amazing. Yeah. So what's happening? Have you been on tour for a while? You traveling around the country?
I've been doing every year since Pauly Shore is dead. I've done my own projects. You know, I did Adopted, where I go to Africa to adopt black babies. You should see that. You probably haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. No,
It's cool. It's like on Apple TV and Netflix and stuff. And then I did political special last year for Showtime, where I was in DC with all the politicians. And every year I'm doing like my own kind of projects. So this year I have a documentary film coming out about my life right now. And it's the camera finds me. It's on a snowy Midwestern tour, and while I'm dealing with my personal life with my mom back at home. My mom's elderly. My mom's like, you know, pretty much started West Coast comedy.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm like taking care of her and kind of like moving her out of the big house. So it's like people, I think, when they see this documentary, they're gonna really relate to it. They're gonna be like, shit, like that's what I'm going through. People are going to be like, fuck, my parents are old, or my grandparents, or, you know what I mean? And like, I'm trying to do my shit, and then I'm also trying to take care. Like, what's the right way to do it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do. No, unfortunately they're not. But I went through that with them. I went through the hospitals. I was their advocate for both of them. Doctors, hospitals, nurses, the whole thing. Very difficult, very draining. And you step up. You do what you have to do.
Yeah. So that's kind of what the documentary is about. So that's called Pauly Shore Stands Alone.
That's cool. And who's doing that? Who's producing it?
I did it myself.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I do it all myself. So I just enrolled it into the or submitted to the Tribeca Film Festival. So hopefully I'll get in. I don't know. I'm meeting with them tomorrow. So wish me luck.
I do wish you luck, man. That's very, very exciting. Well, you know, I promote the Comedy Store a lot. I've been doing a regular thing on Ron and Fez, Comedy Matters Radio, and I talk to Tommy Morris all the time. When I was out in L.A. in June doing Kroll Show, and I was looking for you. I came to the store. I did a couple of sets there, and I talk about what's going on in New York, on the New York comedy scene and the LA comedy scene. So I'm always talking about the store, and I talk about your mom a lot because, you know, she started it, and your dad, Sammy. You know, I met your dad through Milton Berle many years ago. That was when I first met your dad. How is he doing?
He's doing good. Yeah, it's crazy. He's 86 years old, and he still opens for me.
He does. Oh, that's. I didn't know that your dad opens for you. That is awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a gift. That's totally a gift. So where do you go from here? You going back to LA?
I'm going to San Francisco tomorrow. I have a show on Saturday night in Oakland. It was kind of like my friend Bob Hellman, you know, emailed me and said, hey, they want you to host this thing, and Bob's an old friend, and I saw the I went on YouTube and I saw some of my friends were hosting it. I saw Bobby Lee hosted it, David Allen Greer hosted it. Like, you know, they had some good hosts. So, and the fact that it's live and you can curse and shit, just like, why not? You know, the only problem was the weather. You know,
in here, yeah, the weather here has been crazy. I heard you almost couldn't fly in, right?
Yeah, they had to cancel all the flights, and so I got here, I willed it, and got on a JetBlue flight. So
beautiful. Well, it was great to see you, man. After all this time, hopefully, maybe we could still do Baby and Max. You up for it?
Hey, you need some cash. You need to lower the budget. I told you that.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we could work that out. You're the perfect Max, man. That's it. Well, the movie was written for you.
You got to get cash and lower the budget.
Okay. Well, we'll work on that. I'll work on it.
That's it. There's millions of great stories out there.
Absolutely.
You need cash.
Cash and a low budget.
Very low budget. Because then you can pull it off. All right, dudes. Later.
Good to see you, man. Thank you, brother.